Hi everyone. So everyone keeps saying to me that I need to start and do video diaries and tell people what we're doing and why we're doing it. So this is my first attempt and I can't say I'm that comfortable doing it, but here we go. So why are we doing this and when? Why? Because I was lying in hospital about 18 months ago, I think, recovering from my big surgery, my transplant. And I was just watching little films on YouTube, and I came up with the Mongol Rally, which I'd heard about before, but for some reason it just absolutely hooked me, and it was something that I really wanted to do. I was just watching clip after clip of it, and I said to Laura whilst lying there with tubes everywhere and could hardly walk down the corridor, I'm going to do this one day. And I think through gritted teeth she sort of said, yeah, okay, Ad, but never thought it would really happen. If I'm honest, neither did I, but slowly but surely we're getting there. And I've bonked on about this Mongol Rally for about a year now, or if not longer, maybe nearly 2 years, and slowly but surely it started to become a reality, and people have bought into it. We've had some fantastic support from people, mainly big sponsors and a lot of our friends. So over the last year we've worked hard at raising some funds for the two charities that we're doing it for. Macmillan in Yorkshire. Macmillan Palliative Care Nurses cared for me when I was told there was nothing more could be done, and they were just absolutely fantastic. My Macmillan nurse, Chris, was just the most important person in my life after Laura, and I'll never ever be able to thank her enough for what she did and what she continues to do. You know, they're just amazing people, and nothing's ever too much trouble for them, and without them palliative care would be a whole different story. So it's something really important for me to give back a little bit to them. The other one, obviously, is the Steve Prescott Foundation. Without Steve Prescott, I wouldn't be here. That's the fact. I know the surgeons and doctors and everyone else had a hand in it, but Steve was the first man to pioneer this, and was the first man to go through with it. He put his neck on the line and said, look, let's try it, and it did work for Steve. You know, a lot of people don't know that. They think it went wrong. It didn't. This did work. Steve was a complete success, just like me. He was doing great, but just unfortunately it was complications, just a graft versus host disease that caused Steve to not make it. And that can happen to anybody, even on a kidney transplant alone. Graft versus host can take you, and that was just really unlucky. And I now want to show to the doubters, and there are a few out there that still don't think that this is a viable option for pseudomyxoma patients like myself. And I think it's really important to take Steve's legacy and show people what can be achieved. Steve was a formidable character, you know, running marathons and swimming in the Mersey whilst on chemotherapy. You know, this man was pretty incredible. So I'm out to make them proud, and let's do something worthwhile by giving something back. And you know, this process isn't all funded on the NHS completely. There are elements of it that need charitable funding. My wife Laura stayed with me at Oxford, which is a 5-hour drive away from here. You know, it just wasn't realistic for her to travel every day, so she stayed in a small flat to be with me. That's all paid for through charity. Our money, our hard-earned cash, where we're going out and finding it. So that's where it goes. And what is the Mongol Rally? That's the next thing. So the Mongol Rally is an organised event that takes part every year from Goodwood Circuit in Chichester. It's a 10 to 15,000 mile trek through Europe and into Asia, eventually up through Mongolia into a place called Ulan-Ude in Russia. And we're doing it in a battered out old Suzuki Jimny that's seen better days, but we've made it mechanically okay at the moment. So it's about 18, 19 countries, and it's me and my wife Laura and 2 friends in another Suzuki Jimny. And then when we get there, we either leave the cars there or put them on a train back to Lithuania and pick them up from there. My intention is to pick mine up. I've put too much work into it to leave it there. Anyway, for anyone that doesn't know me, that's a little bit about me really. I was a pseudomyxoma patient. I've had a multi-organ transplant, and I'm now doing really well. I'm classed as cancer free and doing good, back to work and having a normal life. So if you are interested, it'd be great if you could follow us and tell your friends, and also if a little donation would be nice as well to help us along our way. But if not, just keep an eye on us. Thanks for watching, and I'll post some more videos soon. Cheers.